Oh snap, Glaze is going live.
Hey, good day, good day, good day, good day, good day. Thank you for joining me on this Super Sunday. Okay, Super Sunday, October 24th, 2021. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I am the one, your host, the one they call Glaze Gibbs. This is my story, this is my ministry. What I do is I talk about the good, I talk about the bad, I talk about the ugly, I talk about the past, okay? I talk about the future, I talk about the present. Today, what I'm gonna talk about is this. Today in history, going back in the days, it's like a throwback. We're looking at how many years ago? 1987. 34 years ago on this date in history. Okay? Kelvin, 50 Cent, Donnell, Martin was shot. Okay? He was shot. Anybody know anything right now? Google Kelvin, 50 Cent, Donnell, Martin. The rapper, you know what I'm saying, Curtis Jackson, that's what he did. He took, you know what I'm saying, 50 Cent nickname, took his philosophy, what he was saying. You're gonna get rich or die trying. Okay? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read a little something. And they go right there. This is biography. Born in the Bronx, borough of New York City, Martin was partially raised there by his grandmother, Irene Martin. He later moved to Brooklyn, resided in the Fort Greene district. Martin was possibly known as 50 Cent due to his reputation of being prepared to rob anyone, regardless of how much money they was carrying at the time. Another story that it came from an incident when he entered a dice game with 50 Cent and ended up walking away with $500. Martin spent time in Rikers Island as a youth. The nickname may also be an allusion to his small stature. He weighed only 120 pounds and his height 5'2". On October 20th, 1987, Martin was shot in the stairway of his girlfriend building in the Albany housing of Crown Heights, dying at King County Hospital 4 days later. Julio Wemo Aceveda was convicted of first-degree manslaughter and served about a decade in prison for Martin killing. In 2015, Aceveda was sentenced to life in prison for a hit-and-run incident that he killed a Williamsburg couple and their unborn child. Folks, look at it. Here it is right now. It's this young cat, 50 Cent. Okay? When he died, he was only 23 years old. How many people that we have lost, okay, went to an early grave of violent death at the age of 23?
Especially athletes, right? So athletes always want to be buff and they want to make sure they have a lot of energy and they want to run, blah, blah, blah. Panoxol was good for them, and that's how it all started. You know, it started with the men that had erectile dysfunction. It started with the guys who wanted to run and buff up. So the whole industry was surrounded with that, but they called it something else. There's a lot of names for it. And then some brilliant scientist says, wow, God, if we can do nitric oxide for those things, then why can't we do it for heart? Why can't we do it for the liver? Why can't we do it for blood flow? Why can't we do it for the vessels in the brain? Why can't we do it for the vessels in the legs? You see what I'm saying? So it's a really good whole body supplement. Saying that you always want to, because I said it's a driver, the most profound thing that I found in using this is allowing a person to realize that it opens up the doorway to perfect health. And the reason why it does that is because it's the first thing you need, and the second thing you need is nutrients. So if it's a door opener, you have a very good chance of getting a better health and longevity. And that's the key to life. Oxygen.